Buongiorno, buonasera, good evening, and this is another episode of the Ball Podcast with your pal Rocco here in the Bossamento. And I welcome you all to another episode. I thank you for joining. I thank you for your support. And we're going to keep doing this because I got nothing else to do and I like to talk. We'll start off with today's episode. I usually record on Thursdays. I did not record on Thursday this week. Yesterday marked the 3-year anniversary of my father passing away. My father passed away in 2019 at the age of 59 from pulmonary fibrosis, which is a lung disease that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It basically is just your lungs start scarring on their own, and you basically start suffocating. Little by little. Like I started out with my dad that he would cough and get out of breath easily when walking to the store, and then it ended up with him just needing a double lung transplant and not being able to get out of bed. He never got the transplant, they never qualified him, so he ended up passing away. You can learn more and support the Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation. I think their website's pff.org. Feel free to donate to them. It's a terrible disease, and my father was the strongest guy I knew, and it ate him away, basically. So, there's that. My father was my best friend, and my inspiration for most of my comedy, and still is to this day. Even when he's not here, I think about him, think about scenarios and how he would respond, and that's what I do to create the videos that you all see. So, that's that. pff.org, check it out, read about it. If you could donate. It's a good charity, it's a good cause, and it helps a lot of people. That being said, moving on. The Super Bowl was this past weekend. I am sure you all partied or did whatever people do for the Super Bowl anymore. I don't know many people who actually watch the game anymore. It's all about everything else. Like this past weekend, everything was about the halftime show. Halftime show, there was so much hype around this thing. And deservingly so, I believe. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem. But watching the halftime show, I can only think one thing the entire time. The poor bastards who sat on the wrong side of the stadium and had to watch the back of the stage the whole time. Like, hear me out. You know how much tickets cost for these things. You know that there's people in that stadium who came to the Super Bowl strictly for the halftime show. And you create a stage that not only neglects half the stadium, but legitimately the other half of the stadium cannot see shit. They cannot see shit. You have these people performing in like the little cars that they usually have at the end of the parades on 18th Avenue. Like the back of its clothes. You can't even see the back of the performance. Like personally, I know for me, if I bought tickets, was excited to see the halftime show, and then they set up the stage and I'm seeing the back of it the entire time, and I can't even see 50 Cent trying to hang upside down, I'm running on the field, and I'm getting a chair, and I'm sitting on the right side of the stadium. I've paid enough money for these seats that I should deserve to be able to watch it, and not have to watch from a screen. If I could have watched from a screen, I would have stayed home. Let's remember that. I could have stayed home. I could have been eating hot dogs. I could have been doing all this, but no, now you got me sitting watching the back of a building. Because you guys thought, hey, it'd be cool to make a bunch of trailer parks in the middle of the stadium. That being said, halftime show was pretty good. Shout out to my friend George, who had the brilliant idea of attaching his Bluetooth speaker to make the show louder at the party I was at, resulting in like a 15-second delay in the sound. So put it this way, I heard 50 Cent before I saw him. because that's how long the delay was on the speaker that my friend George decided to connect to his TV. So shout out to George for ruining that experience for me. I will never forgive you. But yes, halftime show, I thought it was cool. Disappointed how short it was. Maybe it's because I actually like the performers, but I feel like this halftime show is shorter than most. Because, like, Eminem literally just said spaghetti and he was done. He got off the stage. Then he kneeled. I honestly didn't even realize that was, like, something related to Colin Kaepernick. I just thought he was kneeling because he was happy to be there. Like, this is how naive I am sometimes. I thought the guy was like, hey, I haven't performed publicly in so long. I did it. I'm back out here. Let me kneel. I'm really happy for myself. And then, like, the next day I heard, like, Eminem kneels, controversy. I'm like, I just thought the guy was really humbled about being there. Listen, I get it. I get the whole kneeling thing. But Mr. Eminem, Mr. Mathers, it would have made sense if that happened during the national anthem, so at least I could have referenced what you were doing. I had no idea why you were kneeling. I legitimately did not have any idea why you were kneeling. There was no national anthem playing. It was literally just the end of the song, and you kneeled. And I didn't think much of it because I need the other, the other piece to make sense of it all. But overall, I do think it was a good episode. I mean, not episode, show. That being said, congratulations to everyone who won money out there. I did not win any. And let me tell you this. I took someone's advice and downloaded, which one did I download? The DraftKings Sportsbook app? Downloaded it. I only put $100 in my account on there because I don't like to gamble. I'm the type of guy that goes to Atlantic City, and once I hit like $20, I want to leave. Because I have no interest in gambling because I'm not lucky. I'm going to lose. So, I downloaded the DraftKings Sportsbook app. So, I haven't won a bet yet. Like, I'm not betting crazy things. I bet $5. Like, my wife laughed at me because I bet $5 on each team for the Super Bowl. And I told her, I said, so it guarantees that I would win at least something. I wanted to feel what a winner feels like, so I bet both teams. I tried to guess the Gatorade color. I was wrong. I tried to guess, put it this way, 99% of the people on the field had a jersey number over 23.5, so I thought it was a pretty good shot that the first touchdown was going to be scored by someone with a jersey higher than 23.5. I was wrong. I lost that bet. I lost basically every bet I did. And not only for the Super Bowl. I thought I was smart and I started betting on soccer. I lose those as well. Like, it was Real Madrid versus PSG. I was like, listen, Real Madrid had like a good odd that, like, if you put whatever on it, if you put $40 on it, I could win like $100, something like that. And they gave me a free bet, so I put it on Real Madrid. PSG won in the 90th minute. Like, this is my luck, guys. So this episode is not sponsored by DraftKings, but if you do enter promo code Rocco the Comic, you will automatically lose every single bet you make. This is true. Try it. Let me know how it goes. Speaking of waste of money, Valentine's Day was this past week, and the biggest racket of them all, heart-shaped pizza. I said it. Heart-shaped pizza is the biggest racket out there. Bro, you're losing mad slices on that, and they're charging more. Like, no one's noticing this? Like, yo, give me the heart-shaped pizza, but also give me the slices you had to take out to make it. Like, I'm not a fan of paying more for less. And then can you please tell me how do you cut a heart-shaped pizza so everyone gets a slice? Please, someone send me a diagram. Because maybe one person will get like a triangle slice and then I end up with a rhombus. How the hell do you fold a rhombus in half to eat it? I have no idea. Unbelievable. Heart-shaped pizzas do not belong. Listen, make a pepperoni heart. That's all. Make pepperoni hearts and just leave the pizza circle. Don't be an animal and make heart-shaped pizzas where I'm losing like 3 slices. Gotta be kidding me. I mean, at least the place I got it from this year got a little fancy and put garlic knots around the crust, so like you made up for it. Like, hey, yeah, I'm losing 4 slices for this heart, but now I got like 17 orders of garlic knots circling this pizza. So, tomato, Rocco's got a money over here. But yeah, Valentine's Day is a racket. I do not like Valentine's Day. And I'm married, so I mean, I should. It's not like I'm single and miserable and like, I don't have a Valentine. I just don't like it because it's like annoying. Like, what do you get someone for Valentine's Day? Like, Christmas was 2 months ago. I gotta get something again? Then God forbid you're going out with someone or marry someone who has a birthday in January. That's 3 months straight of gifts. Like, bro, I need a break. Bro, the economy's not back. I can't afford all these gifts. Let's relax 10 minutes. I never know what to get my wife for Valentine's Day. I don't. Like, she gets excited for the heart-shaped pizza. She eats half a slice and she's done. I don't want anything because... Listen, does anyone really want a gift? Like, come on. We're not 13 years old or 10 years old anymore. When you ask us for, like, what we want, it's rare that we're going to give you an item. Like, we buy whatever we want throughout the year if we can. So, Valentine's Day is just... I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Valentine's Day. But that being said, what the hell was up with everyone putting rose petals everywhere? Like, was there a sale that I missed out on? Because I saw everyone talking about rose petals, everyone talking about having to pick them up, and like have to clean them and stuff like that. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, that's another racket, bro. Flowers? Flowers are a racket. Like, I'm so lucky my wife doesn't like flowers because I don't have to get them for her. But flowers are a racket. Like, these things are dead when you get them. Like, they're not even alive. Like, you put the salt in the water, whatever the hell that contraption is that they tell you to put in there. It doesn't do nothing. Those things die in like 2 minutes. Flowers, like, why do people want flowers? Like, maybe it's because I'm a morbid person and, like, I went to so many funerals as a kid that flowers just automatically make me think of a funeral home. So, like, people are like, I love the smell of flowers. And I'm like, where's the dead body? Because if I smell flowers, I think I have to go give condolences and do the sign of a cross in front of a corpse. And I'm being honest there. Flowers, for me, just brings me to Ievely Funeral Home. You know? Flowers equal funeral. That's all. So, don't get flowers for people. You know, let's go back to regular circle pizza. We don't need heart shape. And some of these pizzerias, bro, have you looked at a heart lately? Like, the hearts that these places are making look like they have a murmur or something. Or like they need a cardiothoracic surgeon to intervene. Like, these things are not shaped like hearts, guys. And we were all jumping all over to put it on Instagram. Look at this heart pizza. I mean, I did it too, but mine at least was shaped like a heart. Some of these pizzas I see look more like a beach ball that someone punched at the top. These guys don't know what hearts look like, and they're out here $25 for a heart-shaped pizza. Go take a walk. Do me a favor. But that's it. Now we're through the winter holidays. Like, I don't even know what's next. What is it? St. Patrick's Day is next? Or Easter? I don't even know. I need to probably look at a calendar once in my life, but that's what happens when you get married, folks. You have no concept of dates, no concept of time. You just do what your wife told you, because she has a book that lists everything we're doing for like the next year. I have nothing. I don't know when we're doing anything. People ask me, hey, Rocco, what are you doing next week? I'm like, whatever my wife is going to tell me to do. And that's being honest with you. I have no idea. I don't know anything. Being married's like that, you know? Like, shout out to couples out there thriving. You know, my favorite thing lately is like couples on TikTok. Like, you guys, I know you guys don't get along that well. Yet you're out here dancing with each other. Like, me and my wife can't be in the same room for 25 minutes without fighting. You guys are making TikToks? We would fight over the TikToks. Like, legitimately, the only time you ever see my wife in a video is if I need her to throw a spoon at me or something. And that you'll love that, because who wouldn't love to hit their husband like that? But I digress. Here we are. The Bossamento. I spoke about the fire last week that I had in my house, which was fun. I still been without heat. I've been using space heaters, and I got my electric bill, which came out to a whopping $600 this month. $600. You would think I have a pot farm in my basement for $600 a month. What the hell am I doing for $600 a month? But everyone, apparently that's everybody. Everyone's electric bills are ridiculously high. Like, what are we doing? Like, is everyone running a vibrator at one time that the demand is so high? Like, relax, people, with these electric costs. Like, inflation's crazy. I just said that. I have no idea what that means. I just know people are saying that inflation's crazy, bro. Like, you don't know. I don't know all I know is that my electric bill's $600. Probably has to do with all these space heaters I got. My wife's feet are always cold. Like yesterday, we were all talking, like, because my the fire killed my pellet stove, so I have no primary heating source in the house. But I spent a nice chunk of change on new windows on this house, so it holds heat pretty well. My wife's telling me, like, it's still not comfortable. It's still cold. I'm like, it's fine. Like, it does not need to be a sauna in the house. I don't know, guys. Relationships are tough. You know, but it could be worse. I can't believe that, like, Kanye West is still going on and on. Like, that guy's certifiable. Something's going on there. Like, this guy, I just read now that apparently Kim Kardashian filed for the divorce and he objected. Like, nope, I am not accepting the divorce. Like, I didn't know if that was possible. If, like, someone wants to divorce you, you can object and be like, nah, bro, we're married. We're still going on. This thing is still kicking. But, you know, it sucks when you look like Kanye West and then Pete Davidson takes your wife away. It probably hurts a little bit. You know, Kanye has like a huge ass ego. And then Pete Davidson, who, you know, is 84 pounds, 6'5", comes and steals your woman. I know, it hits the ego a little bit. So I think that's why he's having a hard time, accepting it. I mean, I'm sure if I had Kim Kardashian, you know, Kanye West would never accept that. Just tell me, like, who this fat ass just took my woman? But I don't have any shot. I'm not even closely famous enough. I mean, a reminder, my wife doesn't even know I have a podcast. It's episode 9 or 10, and she still probably hasn't even listened to this episode. Or any episodes, to be honest. You know? But that's what we do. That's what this podcast is about. It's about talking to you, the people, telling you what's on my mind. You know, we randomly go here, we go there. You know, that's what it is. I mean, I don't know. Listen, there's a million podcasts out there. There's a topic for everything. So I give you a podcast about nothing. Just about random thoughts. Random hopes and dreams. Oh, yes. Speaking of dreams. And I would love to know what the hell I'm doing to have had the dream that I had last night. I had a dream. I mean, I posted it on social media, but I left a lot of the part out. I left a lot of it out. Because, on Twitter and things, you only have so many characters. You have to cut stuff out. But, let me tell you about this dream I had last night. And I'm going to make an appointment for like a CT scan. Because this is not normal to have a dream like this. Basically, the dream started out at Grand Central Station. And someone was walking by and he dropped a piece of fresh mozzarella. Then someone said, "Oh my God." And all of a sudden, like FBI came out, NYPD, and started like searching for the fresh mozzarella. And I looked in my hands and I had a bowl of fresh mozzarella. And then I had Italian bread with vinegar and oil on it. Like, as if I was in the middle of Grand Central Station and thought, fuck it, let me make a sandwich in here while I'm here. Like, where did I get the supplies? Who the hell is walking through Grand Central Station with bread and mozzarella? I was in this dream. So, I had to find a place to hide. Because apparently they were coming for all the Italians, because all the Italians had mozzarella and sandwiches. And then, basically this is what happened. I found myself in a makeshift third floor building. And my father was there, randomly. My father. Then there was other people from the neighborhood there, just hanging out. And we were hiding from the police because they were coming around trying to find the Italians. And I was hiding. And I don't know what I felt. It was like Anne Frank, basically. Except I wasn't writing a memoir while I was there. I was just hiding the mozzarella. But what the hell was my mind thinking to dream of this? Like, seriously, guys. What is wrong with me? Like, who dreams of hiding mozzarella and hiding from the cops? It makes no sense. But this was my dream, guys. This is the man of whose podcast you're listening to right now. A guy who dreams about hiding mozzarella from the NYPD. And better yet, like the makeshift was like on top of a garage, was made of like plywood and like scrap pieces of wood. So you knew this was a dream because how the hell is that holding anybody up? But we were up there, and we were hanging out, we were being silent, and we had like a window where we could see the NYPD looking for people. And then you would hear a cop, they had these special things that they would point at the house, and it would press a button, and honest to God, it looked like a dildo. But I wouldn't be surprised because my mind is so messed up that it wouldn't be a shock that the dildo was what the cops were using to find people. Either way, they would point it at the house, press a button, and you would hear 224 heartbeats. As if, like, that's how many people were hiding in that house. And then they would go find it. But then, we found a way to manipulate the machine so it would sound like it was malfunctioning. So they couldn't trust it. And that's how we got saved. I really don't know. Maybe I have a tumor up there. But who the hell has those dreams and what the fuck does it mean? I'm going to leave you on that note, guys. On that messed up dream. This episode was sponsored by therapy. You're most likely going to need it. Especially after those dreams. I hope you all have a great week. State buona. Don't dream about mozzarella. We're here. What? I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.